This demo is going to cover statements. Statements are generated for customers to show their current balance. The best way to do this is just to begin by searching on some bogus tickets that I have for myself that I've made throughout the years. So let's get started by going to the ticket search. I'm going to scroll down a bit before I do the search. Okay, again, statements are for closed tickets. Open tickets don't show up, so the ticket has to be closed. So I'm going to search for all closed tickets for Dave Heiliger, me. So the first thing I'm going to do is select closed tickets. I added this new state called closed any state in order to help generate statements. So I'm going to select that and then enter my name in order to just get my tickets. And then click Submit to search. Okay, notice that the results returned 8 tickets. Remember the number 8. They're in various states of closed. Some are closed, ready for payment. Others are paid and closed and gone, as shown. I'm going to scroll down a bit. My demo tickets also include a special order and also a quick sale. I'm going to scroll down just a little more. Okay, there's another ticket at the bottom that's closed, ready for payment. And remember, all these tickets are for Dave Heiliger, so I'm going to just pick any one of these tickets to generate a statement. Notice the new entry in the customer section called Create Statement, so I'm going to select that. And a new pop-up appears similar to printing a ticket. But before the statement's generated, we have some options. So let's take a look at them. The first one is the statement type. So let's see what types we can generate. Okay, there are 2 options. One is to show all unpaid tickets that are closed and ready for payment. The other one is to just show all tickets and all transactions throughout history. Let's start with the unpaid first. RepairTRAX predetermines the best starting date based upon the oldest unpaid ticket as shown. You can change the date with the calendar icon at any time, but I'm going to stick with these given dates here. You also have the opportunity to label your statement, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to choose unpaid as my statement label. Okay, I typed that in, so now I'm ready to submit. Okay, so that unpaid label shows up as shown. Further, notice that there are a couple of tickets here that already have some deposits on them as indicated, and that the total is $525.48. This is what I owe. At this time it's ready to be printed out. Also notice that the top and bottom receipt graphics are presented just like a printable ticket. Now I'm just going to close out this pop-up. Now suppose I want to get a full history for this particular client. So I'm going to go back to the statement generator again. But this time I'm going to select the full history. And I'm going to push the date back a bit. And label this statement as history. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down just a bit to see all the tickets. As expected, I see all 8 tickets, just like on the ticket list. It shows every ticket and every transaction, and my total is still the same as before because there's really only 3 unpaid tickets. So I could print this out if I wanted to, but I'm just going to close it out. Okay, now let's pretend I sent out that unpaid statement with the 3 tickets on it, and the customer comes in ready to write a check and pay for those. So let's see how we could process this all at once. First, I'm going to scroll to the top and then do a ticket search on the 3 unpaid tickets for Dave Heiliger. This should look familiar, so I'm just going to go through it. Okay, as expected, I get my 3 tickets. They're all closed, ready for payment, and they haven't been picked up. This is perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply payments to all of these tickets all at once. Here's how we do it. First, we go over to the little selection box here on the far left, and we select each ticket. And then I'll use the handy dandy action bar to apply payments for all of them. Okay, all 3 tickets are selected, so now I'm going to apply the action. The action I want is final payment. Okay, RepairTRAX warns us that multiple tickets will be processed. It shows the payment date of 2/7/2014, and I want to include a reference number. I'm going to use the unpaid label that I had because that's what was on the statement. And then I'm going to select the payment method. Let's say they paid with a check and that they paid live and picked up their items. When I click submit, all 3 of these tickets will be paid. Let's do it. Okay, it says 3 tickets were processed, so let's look at one of the processed tickets. Again, I'm going to search for my test tickets, Dave Heiliger's tickets. Alright, the very top ticket was one of those closed ready for payment tickets, but now it says it's paid and closed. It indicates the date as expected, and it also shows that it's been picked up. Now let's take a look at the payment within the ticket itself. I have to scroll down to see the payment data. And there it is. It says closed, paid with a check on the date as specified, and the reference is unpaid. That was the statement name I used, and it applied the full payment, and we're good to go. That's it for statements. Thanks for choosing RepairTRAX.